Today we're going to see if the Shell Rotella T6 full synthetic detergent diesel engine oil made a difference in this 1ZZ FE engine with its oil burning issue. So let's get right into it. Now, the last video I came out with of the issue with these engines burning oil, we switched to the Shell Rotella T6. And we actually switched oil viscosities. We switched from 5W30 to 5W40. Now, what I went over really in the last video is the issue with these engines burning oil is the oil return holes on the piston in the grooves on the oil rings. Those holes will get clogged up and it won't allow the excess oil to go back down toward the bottom of the engine and the rotating assembly and the oil pan. Well, we were trying out this detergent oil to try and clear out those holes. Now, this is one method of doing to fix this issue. The other one is to get the upgraded pistons that they came out with. Not just came out with, but they came out with them. I think it was like 2005, 2008, somewhere around there. So a while ago. But there are an upgraded version of the pistons for this engine, and it's just wider return holes. That's all it is. Now, the other issue with these engines burning oil is the hash marks on the cylinder walls getting worn down over time. And this one's got 230,000 miles on it. And I know in the last video I went over, I was right at 3,000 miles on that oil change, that previous oil change. And I already added 2 quarts to it, and I already needed to add another quart. So as of right now, we're still at the same situation we were in before we switched. We're still burning the same, about right around the same amount of oil. It's about 1,000 miles per quart we're burning. So haven't really made a difference with the oil burning issue, but we're gonna get the oil filter off of this thing, cut it open, and we're gonna see how clean that engine oil got this engine. Because in another video I came out with the oil filter cutting tool, I actually cut the oil filter for this engine in that video, and that was right before we switched to this oil. So if you want to check that video out, you can see how dirty that oil filter was. It wasn't too bad. There was a little bit of sediment in there, not bad, but we're going to go over, we're going to get this oil filter out, we're going to cut it open, and we're going to see what this engine oil did. All right, so we've got the oil out, we've got the oil filter out. We're going to go ahead and cut this open. We're going to see how clean this engine oil got the inside of it. Now, I will leave a link in the description, an affiliate link in the description for this tool. If you're interested in it, you can pick this up on Amazon at no extra cost to you as an Amazon associate. So we're going to go ahead and get this on here. And then actually just a real quick overview, because like I'm super excited to have this thing. I've never had an actual oil filter cutting tool, but it's nice quality. It's aluminum. It's by Gearall. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It comes with extra blades, some hardware for a bracket to mount at the end right here to mount this in a vise, a table vise, so you don't have to hold it. Comes with extra blades, the tools to change out the blades, tools to install the bracket for the table vise. Nice kit, and as always it comes with gloves. So we're gonna throw these gloves on real quick. We're gonna get this oil filter opened up. All right. Now, when I'm cutting this open, I'm actually not holding it on this knurled handle. I'm actually holding it on the actual framing of the tool itself. Just because this screw right here is pretty thin, and I don't want to end up bending this, because you do have to put some force to this, but not much. I'd just rather play it safe. All right. There it goes. Twist this back. So we do have a little bit of sediment toward the top. So here's the top of it. I don't know if you can see that flake right there. Yeah, so this oil actually has 1,000 miles on it. I know in the first video of me mentioning the issue of these engines burning oil, I know I said when you go from a non-detergent to a detergent engine oil, especially with these and really with any, I would recommend going about 100 to 500 miles, like a break-in period for this, just because you're switching from a non-detergent to a detergent oil. I messed up. I went over. I noticed I went over is about 600 or 700 miles. That was a little humor meme there, by the way. Anyway, this oil actually has about 1,000 miles on it. When I noticed I went over the 500 mark, like I said, I wanted to change the oil for the break-in period. I figured I'd just go to 1,000 and then I'd reach 230,000 on it, and that's what's on the odometer right now is 230,000. So now I know whenever I go to put oil back in here, I'm not going to do a break-in period. I'm just going to go as usual, change it every 5,000 miles. So next oil change would be 235,000 miles. But just looking at this, and it only has 1,000 miles on it. Yeah, I know this is odd to say, but as dirty as that oil is, it looks very promising of the internal, how clean it is. So we're gonna finish getting the rest of this oil filter apart. Put that right there for now. Take a look inside here. We're gonna pour this out. So here's what I was trying to catch. See them chunks? So that's all those sediment and particles I was talking about in the first video. Why you want to do like a break-in period with this oil. See this black smudge right here? That's sediment. That's not a filter. Look at that. So even though this didn't necessarily fix our oil burning issue yet, it definitely is getting the inside of that engine like very clean, according to this filter. Now we're gonna go ahead and take this filter apart. We're gonna see what the inside of this looks like now. Just gotta figure out how to take it apart. Something like this. There we go. Just needed a little persuasion, I guess. What you call it. If you do know a better way of separating the filter media from this housing portion, don't hesitate to leave a comment down below. As far as I know, this is just about the only way of getting this thing apart like this. So there it is. Alrighty. Let's take a look inside. Oh, Jesus. Look at that. All through this thing. It's like an accordion. Yeah, look at all that. All those particles. See, I'm gonna wash my hand. Pretty much clean. All throughout this filter, this whole thing. That is gnarly. So that is definitely getting the internals of that engine cleaned up. Getting rid of all those carbon deposits and all that inside of it. But again, back to the oil burning issue. Now, I don't think this oil's actually fixing the oil burning issue. It very well could be those oil return holes in the piston grooves. They are plugged up, but I think even if this oil did clear those holes out, I don't think it's going to completely fix the oil burning issue, or I don't know if it's even going to make it any better in my case. In your case, it might work, but in my case, like I said, this engine's got 230,000 miles on it, but I don't think it's going to completely fix the oil burning issue. Now, it is getting the engine clean, obviously, so we can see in this oil filter media, it is getting the oil or the engine clean, but I don't think it's going to fix the oil burning issue. I think the main issue is the hash marks on the cylinder walls. I think those are worn down. See, that's the problem with these, is that, especially with high mileage like mine, and in my case, once you get up there in high mileage, that carbon and all that builds up inside the oiling rings and even the combustion rings, and they end up getting seized, and it wears down the cylinder walls where the hash marks are. The hash marks are supposed to help with sealing the cylinder with the oil or the combustion rings. Now, when those hash marks get worn down, it's not creating enough seal for it. So I think that's where our oil burning issue is coming from. I don't think it's primarily the oil return holes on the pistons. I think it's the cylinder walls. I think those are getting worn down. Now, I think we'll come out with the next video on this, I think we'll come out with is scoping the cylinders, checking out the cylinders and the condition of them, making sure the pistons aren't wearing the cylinder walls down. If they are, then we're most likely going to look into replacing the pistons and the rings. Now, like I said, this isn't my case. It's not going to be for every engine. This actually might work for you. In my case, it's not fixing the oil burning issue, but that's not to say it won't work for you, because I have read a lot on forums that people switching to this oil, it helped them, but I also don't think they had over 200,000 miles on their engine whenever they switched. I think they were a lot lower mileage. The engine was in a lot better condition, a lot newer, because every engine's different. It's got more mileage, whether the driver, whatnot, how it's driven, everything. All those things can be a factor in if this will work, I think. But at least the plus side to this, we know that it is getting the engine pretty well cleaned up. So we're gonna go ahead and throw some more oil. We're gonna go ahead and try it again. We're gonna change it in 5,000 miles, and then we'll see we'll come back and open up the oil filter again, and we'll see where we're at from there. So, and I'll have like I said, I'll have an affiliate link in the description for this oil filter cutting tool. If you're interested in it, go ahead and check that out. Yeah, hopefully you liked the video. Hopefully it helped you out somehow. If it did, leave a like, and I hope you consider subscribing. Until then, see you on the next one.